the OVO Arena Wembley, and buckle up, because this one could be the biggest match of the day. What on earth did we just see from Lian Jing-kun, by the way? Superhuman powers of recovery, but look at what's coming. It's a box office showdown between Japan's fearless gunslinger, Sora Matsushima, and the big dog, the world #1, Lionheart, Wang Chuqin. Every time these two meet, sparks fly. The atmosphere is electric in here. The stakes couldn't be higher. And we are all ready to attack coin toss time.
Red, you win the toss. Service.
And then we come to the leaning racket reveal. Expect the unexpected here. Whenever you have Sora Matsushima on the table, the fine line between genius and madness is never too far away with this youngster. We take a look at Ben Foot, who's in the chair to try and control this one. A little bit of crowd control probably going to be needed. Welcoming Adam Bobrow back to the broadcast. Adam, what on earth can we expect here between these two?
Well, we can expect something that's worth watching until the very end, no matter what. We've seen some incredibly tight encounters. We've seen 2 victories for Sora Matsushima, but Wang Chuqin, when it matters most, just knows how to hold responsibility to carry it. 2022, 4 years ago, Tomo got the best of him, but last night he was unstoppable.
Oh yeah, he put the sword to the French team, extinguished the flame of Felix Lebrun. Before this, he had a stunning victory as well over Flavien Coton. He has been undefeated so far here in London. When his nation have needed him most, they need him to pull through. He has responded. Gotta believe he's gonna come out of the traps here fast. But talk to me, Adam, about this maverick, Sora Matsushima. Such a joy to watch when he's fully flying.
Yeah, he's got elements of Koki Niwa, a mysterious man. You just don't know what to expect. At times it seems like he doesn't care, but it's far from that. Of course he cares. You don't make a living winning if you don't. It's that he's almost just confident enough to realize he doesn't have to waste energy, and casual can sometimes do it.
A reminder then of this match format. It's a best-of-5 games, and we see the finer details on screen. Nothing but the best for 2 of the best in the world, the DHS table, the T-bar floor, and the butterfly ball. Warm-ups are done. Players doing their final preparations before we get underway here. I love this because there is a genuine chance with Sora that he could win this game 11-0. But there's equally a genuine chance he goes out there and loses this first game 11-0.
Level.
A lot to chew on right there. Player who's on the bench, but inside it's a familiar face to see, no matter which face it's behind.
So 2 left-handers to throw down here. And Wang Chuqin, the world #1, can normally outpower, outblitz everyone.
For example, a 360 twirl from behind the table. As if this match was a dance, of course, doing anything he can in this. Man, Stefan Wesch is happy. You mentioned the 11-0 win. Has Sora ever beaten Wang Chuqin 11-0?
I'd have to go back through the record books. I can't imagine he does.
Me neither.
But the idea is that this guy can sometimes just batter everyone, but then equally slide off the cliff, a real kind of Jekyll and Hyde sometimes, where, like you say, the concentration sometimes wanes. 2, 3.
Yeah, there's definitely, I remember one of the most fascinating timeouts was basically, what on earth can I do against this guy right now? And the coach was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there was a fabulous moment when Sora was playing Darko Jorgic in one of the WTT events, and Kanak Jar, the American, was in the corner, and we went right in, and it was literally like, this guy plays like he doesn't care. What can I do? It's Wang Chuqin with the 2-point advantage after 6.
3.
This is like watching two heavyweights just slug it out, both with the power to knock out the other one.
Yeah, it's a good comparison, I'd say. We know what he's capable of in terms of both wings here. Sora from behind the table, and Wang Chuqin, the most dominant player on the planet. He's got plenty of power.
These two are just gonna go blow for blow here. Every time they've met recently, it's just been box office.
Left.
Highlight after highlight after
5.
highlight. Most recently met the World Cup in Macau. And it was
5.
Lionheart who came out victorious in a 7-game thriller. Before that, champions Chongqing around 2 months ago. Sora Matsushima catching the win 4-2, but the best moment was he won. And he laughed, he smiled, and it was so reminiscent of like the Joker to the Batman. Villain
No flash,
mode
please.
activated. I don't blame
5,
someone in the crowd
4.
for trying to get a video of this one.
Interesting choice here with a ball that comes long off the net. Comes clear off the table. We'll have another angle of it here. It was an awkward ball. He just played it for placement, although not even that worked out.
How much does Sora Matsushima being left-handed affect this matchup, do you think, Adam?
Well, it definitely helps in the sense that Wang Chuqin is not used to playing against left-handed players. People often ask, hey, how do you handle this shot that you do? I don't have to. I'm not handling it. I'm hitting it to my opponent, and that's true of left-handed players. Being left-handed doesn't mean you know how to play against them any better. You play them just as frequently, or infrequently, I should say, as anyone else.
7.
That said, Sora is one of 4 Matsushima children, all of whom are left-handed. All of whom have been on professional tracks. Miku, I have a funny feeling you will see another lefty there. Masataka Morizono, coach for the men's team. One of the coaches, anyway.
Oh my word.
It's so smooth the way he just guides up inside out. So pretty. Check this out. Just leaves the racket up in the air as if to say, I don't have to reset after that.
Packed over Arena Wembley here.
8.
And it couldn't be closer. Look at that lineup.
Wang Liqin on the right, Ma Long, Xu Xin, Liu Shuwen, Xiao Zhan, Yo Guangkai.
9. 8.
That's some trophy haul between those guys, isn't it? But Sora is now 2 points away.
8. 10.
Make that 1 point away.
We know what he's capable of, but as you said, in terms of dependability, dependability stands on the Chinese side. Serving at 8-10.
It flicks the net,
11-8.
and it brings the first game under the spell of Sora Matsushima.
He apologizes in English, and he takes the first. Sorry won't be enough. Wang Chuqin is not relying on gifts or apologies. We've got ourselves a battle from 8-all the last 3 points in this game to the underdog looking for his 3rd victory, but now on the biggest stage.
Second game.
Players back at the table.
China to serve. Level.
It will be Lionheart to start us off in game 2 here. And he's got some work to do.
He's doing the work on top of every bounce, but not passively. He's punching down on him. Just sliding around, he says, top edge of the racket. Okay. You've seen that before. He benefited from it at the end of last game. What is fear? There is none. He's like the anime characters he loves.
I was going to ask you a question about the previous match with Liang Jin-kun coming from behind to beat Tomokazu Haramoto. Does that put more pressure on Sora? Or does this kid just seemingly not even feel pressure?
Well, you got to imagine he feels some after shots like this. In terms of the relation to Tomo, first of all, they're both playing for the team, so in some senses, it creates greater opportunity. It's like, imagine a sibling of yours needing your help. You really want to be there. Same with Sora.
2, 3.
A rare gift in London for Sora. How often do you see Lionheart with a service error? Shows you the pressure he's under here.
The ball itself doesn't quite feel the sound from your voice, but that is a statement. This is him trying to get back into it, taking his chances. If he makes that shot, it's going to be tough to get back, but a lot of ifs in the world.
Just going pace for pace again. And you are right, there are opportunities for Sora. Is this the path of least resistance for Wang Chuqin, though, to play this pace game? That was gorgeous, though, wasn't it?
It's interesting when you ask the question about feeling pressure or how it would affect him, Tomo's, let's say, defeat in the first. He also made a claim that he'd like to pass Tomo by and become the top player for Japan. Well, opportunity comes knocking. Better now than later.
Lionheart with a huge forehand of his own. And he's got a 3-point advantage here in what feels like a must-win game, because a reminder, it is a best of 5.
Awkward serve right off the bat, an unusual bounce, but sometimes you can't rush into receiving it unless it's really a winner shot that presents itself to you. It gets right back into the rally. You have to remember, it's tough to imagine this, even though the scoreboard says it. Wang Chuqin is trailing 0 games to 1. He's fighting just to get level.
Lots of changes of direction from Lionheart now. I actually was in the training hall in the final kind of moments before the players came out here. Wang Chuqin was playing with one Sen, left-hander, and there was a lot of changes of direction from the world number 1. He was very rarely playing the ball to the same place. And Sora Matsushima was at the back of the hall, and he was just slugging it out with Yukiya Uda.
Right, they both had their left-handed practice partners. Yuan Lee Sun is really interesting to watch. I almost feel like in some ways, well, Yuan Lee Sun is not as much like Sora as Yukiya Uda is like Wang Chuqin, but it's not just about your practice partner. Head-to-head, there's a reason Wang Chuqin is the favorite here, despite trailing right now and having another close game.
And Sora Matsushima has brought this back to within 1. And there's a ripple effect because the world number 1 has called his timeout. In the balance, this one.
这会儿他这个节奏又出来了啊，还有一个自己发球时间不知道把耳朵转不转，转，他一让他搓，完了我一个人回去，等他拧你这下我抢他这边去，啊，这个是就可以发点转啊，这是挺好的，这个挺好的，接发球接得非常好，对吧？他现在就是东一个西一个，让你站不住，但前面接得很好，要该摆完以后他捅上我了。 而且呢，塞在中间以后啊，他现在全双半把你摆到这一下，不行，我再给这个，不用给马上回，不用给马上回，啊，现在再给这个线嘛，慢慢来，不着急，把呼吸调匀，啊，把节奏调匀，啊，很好，这样很好，啊，一定要坚决要果断，来出手，啊，不能盯住，啊，集中，提醒始终提醒自己出手，一分分来啊，哎，并入比分，现在很好啊，高压啊，好。
Reminders to breathe, take it slowly.
7, 8.
Which is interesting because he was clearing his nasal pathways there just to make sure he could.
7.
It's amazing how many points Wang Chuqin has won, not by hitting the ball past Sora, by Sora seeing an opportunity but just overcooking it. Wang Chuqin now 2 points away. And 2 serves to come to try and close out game 2.
9, 8.
Open table and the power. The investment in the first shot, the big opener, Wang Chuqin makes it a very tough ball to keep in play. The trajectory that has been lower than most. And quickly he goes back to do his homework. Serve success with Sora, 2% the better. It's been a receiver's match so far.
Sora saves a game point though.
Slow and spinning with that long stroke.
Left. 9, 10.
Interesting that Wang Chuqin was coming across to the forehand side on this though. Oh my word.
OMW. Deuce. 2 game points saved. 10-10. 0-0. You can get excited, but we've seen people come back from what? 3-10 down to 10-10 and then get beaten.
11.
I feel like the placement was beautiful there from Wang Chuqin. And with a ripping backhand, Lionheart roars into London and levels this at 1 game apiece. So here we go, perfectly poised, Adam. 1 game apiece. Where on earth does this go from here?
13.
I love it.
That's
It goes to the fans.
No flash, please.
Yo Guangkai, the practice partner for Wang Chuqin, shouting his name just like every other person in this stadium, minus some
No
small
flash.
percent. Where does it go from here? Time will tell.
Level.
We know what Sora's capable of. That said, Wang Chuqin, there are very few head-to-heads that don't favor Wang Chuqin.
dismissed, dispatched. And now 2 of his own serves to come. How on earth does he hit that ball that hard from down so low?
Confidence of doing it time and time again in the practice hall.
Absolutely. I was going to say it defies physics. It's 4 points to the world number 1. But Sora's on the board.
1-4.
And these two are barely taking a breath between points. I love it. No wonder they need a towel break. But that's the second serve in recent memory that Lionheart has killed off the bounce. And he's got a 5-1 lead here. And is this what defines Sora at this moment? Where, from game to game, the level of performance, maybe the level of concentration just dips and soars.
Yeah, it's tough to know when you're playing against Wang Chuqin how much of it is the opponent and how much of it is yourself, the quality.
Another point to the temple from Wang Hao. Barely got time for replays here. Because Wang Chuqin is in no mood to hang around. He's already at 8. What?
Gotta love it, the drop shot effective, and from under the table, Sora comes soaring in and scoops this one up at a perfect read from Wang Chuqin. Check out the side spin. Snake, perfectly read with the swatting shot.
9-2.
Genius, just genius from him. Just nonchalantly. Look at that whip on that ball.
Chiquita.
It was a cheeky Chiquita.
Shot block from Wang Chuqin. Play it short to me, I dare you. I'll chisel it away to set up 8 game points for a 2-1 lead. That right there. Like the corner of a stop sign.
And just like that, world number 1 found himself 1 game down. And in a matter of minutes, now holds the lead. And now it turns to Sora Matsushima to do something different.
他可能不足啊，如果感觉可能累了，你也直接可以从这下来。你看现在这个节奏好，旋转、落点和节奏，提醒时刻提醒自己专注啊，时刻提醒自己专注。他有可能这种来回发长的，有可能这种是打乱你定力啊，定力啊，而且什么不躁不急啊，也不这种去较劲啊，真发长的了，算准侧车，感觉不舒服一样还是能反手用套路。 正手他真抽你给了，操有本事你他妈个个全变我的 ace， 啊！我能扑不了，我把这边就要扔过去，很好，心平气和1分来啊！
And waiting in the wings, Shunsuke Tagami, the absolute firework from Japan, will go up against the former world number 1, Lin Shidong. What a matchup that will be. Those two have played recently and just had absolute crackers. But there's still business to sort on center court. Sora thought it might come down.
You sort of have to. You got to play everything, but it got us excited up here when we couldn't see the ball. I think Wang Chuqin's body language made it clear that it wouldn't.
Sora Matsushima. Such power. Bludgeons the ball, no chance of it coming back. And Sora now has a 2-point lead. You need a slow-mo replay to just see what's happening here. The ball's an absolute blur.
Yeah, the vocals sort of told the story for me in this, that Sora felt like, how can I finish this point? Like trying to hit through your coach when they're blocking. Just a reminder, we are in London, but it feels like Wang Chuqin's house.
He's been undefeated here all week in London. He's been pushed to the limit, but he stood strong every single time as Lionheart. But he's being challenged here.
Long serve as fast as can be. After last game, the body language of Sora, it just felt like at times maybe he had thrown in the towel. You never know with Sora. He's back.
This is another time when Sora loves to step to his left to receive serve with his backhand, and Wang Chuqin just sending him the other way. And it's within 3 for the world #1 now.
In the zoomed-in context of this match, this is a must-win for Sora.
Great reactions in the crowd. That is staggering from the world #1.
Crazy shot. You can barely keep up. And a timeout indeed. Sora plays some incredible shots in this rally, and Wang Chuqin responds with something that how on earth can you even block?
Ovo Arena Wembley falls eerily silent in the moment.
Wow. 3球目強くいけたら強くね、強く、なるべく強く、そこからリスタート。頑張るぞ、はい。
Always fascinating to zoom in to the relationships between coach and player. Difficult to know how much of that information from Seiya Kishikara went into the head of Sora. Oh, wow.
5-7.
But just like that, such is the genius of this man. He restores that 2-point lead, and it's Wang Chuqin now chasing.
The amount of space between one foot and another when he finishes turning that corner is enough that he could lie down in between it. After finishing his matches yesterday, he was back in the practice hall getting stretched out by a physio, and you can see why he needs that agility. Not an easy way to win a point from behind the table with a backhand. Sora quickly backed up and takes that at chest height. Generates that much power. Masataka likes it. Keep that spin on, he says.
such is the margins of this matchup. Every single point feels heavyweight. Two of the hardest hitters on planet Earth just slugging it out here for the biggest prize, for all the gold. And it's now locked at 8-all. And Sora tiptoes forward.
From that camera angle, the opportunity was very much there. That said, let's take a look here. Interesting body language, a little fortune earlier in the point for Wang Chuqin.
Serve success on the screen. Wang Chuqin holding a slender advantage. Sora's got to bump those numbers up if he's to take this to a decider. And Wang Chuqin, look at the reaction from Sora.
This one completely gets away. The fortune there. Wang Chuqin raises his hand quickly.
Zhou Jihao with a delayed reaction. Sora Matsushima is serving to stay in this match. Wang Chuqin stands tall again here in London.
That was probably the fastest high five I've seen from Wang Chuqin against anyone, but he was clearly matching the energy on the other side and reading the moments. Normally, there's a pat on the back, there's a handshake, there's a look as if to say, good match, tough luck. But Sora clearly not in the best of spirits at this moment. Those last 2 points were far from the quality that he brought from throughout this match. But stable at the table, the world #1 gets the entire bench immediately out of their seats. And Wang Hao, like a motivational speaker, like a CrossFit trainer, it's you, baby. This is for you guys. Look at Wang Hao. You couldn't ask an actor to get a performance with the passion that he's brought here. It's been a scary week, but they're in a good position now.
How ironic that that matchup between the two sluggers was settled on slightly softer points. Tomokazu Harimoto will be ruining a missed chance against the man who is able to perform miraculous recoveries. Lian Jingkun coming back to earn China the opener, and then Wang Chuqin extinguishing the flame of Sora Matsushima. It now comes up to Shunsuke Tagami and Lin Shidong. Can Lin Shidong, after all the questions, be the one to win the gold?